What's up YouTube, it's Louis here, hope you're all well. Unfortunately, as I've literally just woke up this second, I look crazy, so you do not want the camera on, trust me guys. But if you enjoyed today's video, we're basically going to go through multiple bottom indicators, even two new ones that we haven't looked at on the channel. So today we're going to look at indicators that have signaled that the bottom is already in, but we'll also prepare for any further bearish targets today, which we actually covered on YouTube yesterday. Sorry, not on YouTube, on Twitter. And actually, since the 18th of June, when I actually called the bottom on the 18th of June. So this post was on the 20th, but the actual video was on the 18th or the 19th, when this candle actually closed. And I told you that actually we do have a target below, in and around 15 to 16k. So you can see our bottom target was exactly that wick. Well, actually you can see that you held with the body there, but you have a wick lower at 16.2k, and we're going to go into that today. And we did actually speak about this 15k technical target because it was the 1618. We said this 1618 had not been met yet. We know that any of these one targets can be the bottom. How do you make it the bottom? Well, you need to invalidate further downside. As long as we're below 27k, we should keep going lower and lower and lower and lower. The only things that can help us are these fib levels, where we get reactions from them, big enough reactions to actually reclaim 27.5k. That's what we really need to be seeing. Now, if you don't know how I got the 17k target, we just measured it from this wave C over here. Shoulder head, shoulder double bottom, break above the EMA's capitulation. Shoulder head, shoulder double bottom, get above the EMA's capitulation. Measured the target from the top to the bottom and moved it exactly to the top. And you can see exactly perfect that technical target was met. Now, if we're moving on to here, let's prepare for the bearish targets. Let's get the bearish scenario out of the way, and let's just end the video off with some amazing bullish notes, okay? So what I'm seeing at the moment is we've got a 1 over here at the bottom of the move and here at the top. So whenever I'm placing the fibs in a bearish way to get bearish targets, so we have a downtrend like this, lower lows and lower highs. The lows keep going lower like that. So when you have this impulse, this is called a retracement. You're retracing to like halfway of this move like this, and you're retracing, and that's what's going to stop you to push you lower than the low, and you continue lower. So what we need to do is find the top of the move. After we've dumped and bottomed out, we need to obviously find this pullback slash spike in and around halfway. It doesn't always come halfway, but in and around halfway. When we start seeing it come down, then you place your fib from the low to the high, giving you bearish targets like this. As simple as that. And then down here, when you come down and you start coming back up, fib, the 1 would be here, the 0 would be here, the 0 would be here. So that, this is this, and then this is this. So you can see push, exhaust, pull back. So push, exhaust, continue, continue. Pull back, pull back. Are we going to continue now? So that is what we're going to be looking at today for the bearish scenario. And of course, we'll look at the bullish scenario as well. Because remember, guys, since the 18th of June, you have a low, you have a higher low. And even with yesterday's candle, you still have a new higher low. You need to break below this to invalidate the structure. I'm not seeing that. When I see that with my own two eyes, I will flip bearish. To be bearish right now is chatting out of your asshole. You need to lose the lows. Okay? Completely agree with them saying that we've been bearish for 8 months. That's obviously how I called this technical target down here, 17.7k. However, those people being bearish right now, well, basically since the 19th of June, it's just wrong to be bearish because obviously we have higher highs and higher lows since then. Yes, from before 19th of June, I completely agree with everyone. Of course, we're completely bearish. But literally since exactly then, since the close of the 18th, so basically the 19th, we've been bullish, guys. Low, high, lower, higher low, higher high, higher low. We need to go and make that higher high, but prepared if we do create this reversal wave. And I'm not even too fussed about losing the 618. I want to see the 786 lost in this example. I'm going to show you why. So this video is going to be so full of free value. And this, everything that I'm talking about today is taught specifically in the course and in the mentorship. But more importantly, the mentorship, because it's one-on-one. Anything that I've learned new over the last year or so, yeah, you're going to be able to find it out through me. And of course the course, but the course I made throughout the whole of last year, and of course I probably I think I released the course back in October. So since October last year, a lot of stuff has happened, a lot of stuff has changed in the market, and I've learned a lot even just since then. So that's why the mentorship is the best option if you wanted. But we had a crazy amount of students, an influx of students. We got 3 mentorship students this week. Wow, guys. What a crazy influx. I just want to say thank you so much for all of you guys believing in me over these, however many, well, it's been a year now since I've been on YouTube. A year ago, I had about 20 to 50 subscribers. So thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Without you, I'm absolutely nothing. And yeah, thank you for believing me and doing the education. I'm really proud of myself and proud of you guys for taking action as well, because you need Billy Big Balls to do so, to be honest, because I got scammed multiple times. I bet some of you got scammed multiple times, and no one wants that, and it just really damages the industry, unfortunately. But you're gonna have those dickheads in any industry anyway. So carrying on, that is the bearish scenario. We've explained already that if we look over here, this is our bottom so far, nice support, but we had a spike under into 16.2k, and this is lining up with the 1.272. Of course, when you lose the 1, your target is the 1618, 15k. As we said on the 18th of June, if we lose this, we have a 15k target. So if we were to lose the 1, yes, that is your target. But there's a confluence in and around the 1.272, and we've seen many times with the fibs, you can hit the 1.272. Reclaim the 1 fib level and actually start going up high, and you can see it could be some sort of double bottom with a fake out. So that's it for the bearish scenario. Let's flip bullish. Let's look at these new indicators that are signaling the bottom for us. So I'm gonna have to delete some indicators that I'm already personally using, because I don't have the extremely paid for version. I've only got 6 indicators. I don't have like the 9 indicators. Some of you've only got 3 indicators. I'd really urge you to get the paid version of TradingView. You don't need the super over expensive, overpriced one. Just get the middle one where you can get at least 5 or 6 indicators, something like that. What do you want, Lucky? Shush. But that's my cat, guys. I bet you guys haven't even heard my cat for months on end. Back in November time, you could always hear Lucky in my videos. He'd always come in the room and scream at me. We don't do it often anymore. Anyway, rambling. First indicator signaling in the bottom, the 12 EMA, the blue one, and the 20. When this crosses over and forms the bearish cross, not a bullish cross, this is a lagged indicator. When this forms the bearish cross, the bottom had already been in. And we'll show you this right now. When it crossed over, the bottom was in. Over here in the 2015 bear market, the bottom was in already when this crossed over. So that is what we're waiting for the monthly time frame. Then if we move over to the weekly, I just need to get rid of this indicator for now. Moving average, exponential, change this to the 69 EMA. Here we go. And you can see on the weekly time frame, we're actually waiting for the 69, this blue one, dark blue, and this orange one, the 55. Not the 50, but the 55. 1 second, guys. Pardon me. Guys, if you enjoyed this video today, smash the like button, leave a comment down below if you found value. If you just want to talk about the bearish note or the bullish note, leave a comment down below. I want to know, if you found value. I want to see the engagement, and I want the engagement skyrocketing like never before. Let's get this video as close to 100 likes as possible. I don't think we've ever done that with a Bitcoin update. Let's try, because it's so deserved, guys. The Bitcoin videos are not going out to enough people, so I urge you to all share this with your friends, with your family, and get it out to like-minded people like us. Share it on your Twitter if you can. I urge you all. So thank you for that. Again, the 55 and the 69, we're waiting for that to cross, because on the weekly time frame, that signals that the bottom was already in. You see when they cross over, the bottom was already in prior. It kind of already signaled the higher low, basically. So if we go back again, when they crossed over, it sort of signaled that the higher low was going to form, and then the bottom was already in when they crossed over. So that is what history and data has been proving. So I've shown you 2 indicators already. Before this video, you already knew about these 2, and I'm going to show you 2 new indicators that are going to signal the bottom. First of all, we're going to start with the pi cycle. Oh my gosh. bottom, pi cycle bottom indicator. And go to the daily. So that has just appeared today. The pi cycle bottom indicator. What's funny is that the CPI data is coming today at 1:30 p.m. GMT, BST, whatever you're gonna bloody call it in England. 1:30. It's gonna come out, and yeah, everyone's expecting a dump. Could potentially, but this is already signaled that the bottom was in. This is a lagged indicator as well, so it's basically meaning that this was the bottom. I think that's what I'm taking. I could be wrong. It could be saying that this is the bottom, we can't lose this anymore. But personally, I think that it's trying to say that this was the bottom and it was just lagged and it didn't appear. But this is the bottom and it should not be lost. And that makes sense because, again, as I explained earlier in the video, since the 18th of June, you've only put in higher highs and higher lows. So at the moment, you do have an uptrend. Of course, this can be lost. Once you lose this low, the bottom is not in. As long as this is the low and as long as we keep printing higher lows, the bottom is in until it's not, okay? Every time, the bottom is in until it's not. So lose this low, the bottom's not in. Then you look at these next targets down here as we explained. But right now, I've shown you 3 indicators. 2 that are about to cross that signal the bottom was already in. 1 that's actually telling you guys the pi cycle bottom indicator, and as history proves, this has been exactly correct. You see that bottom right there? It might be a day late, it might be a few days early, but in this case it could have been like a month late. For example, here it came 2 days later. I think, of course, over here for our example now, you can see here it was 1 day later, and then over here you can clearly see that we're a bit late on the pi cycle bottom. I think it was meant to be on the 18th of June, to be honest, guys. So almost a month late. How hilarious. But no, this is not the only indicator. When I was learning Forex, I was trying to, use all these indicators and try and become a master without really trying to know what the chart is, what's happening in the chart. So I tried to buy these indicators. I was looking at people that completely made their own, robots or whatever. And then I bought one and it was so overvalued. And I never used it really because it was a bit confusing. But I've actually, because back then I didn't know what was going on. I was trying to low time frame trade. But now I actually used this indicator that I paid for. It was over £250 and I bought it over 2 years ago. And it's basically an indicator that collects loads of indicators together, telling you, okay, this is how many indicators believe this here is a bottom. This how many indicators believe this here is a top. And I can show you exactly those indicators. So I'm going to get rid of all the drawings now. And if we go to the monthly time frame, you can actually see my indicator appearing. This is called the kill shot indicator. I don't know who the geezer is. It was years ago, guys. I don't personally recommend it. I don't know if it's good. It's going to be shit on the lower time frames because it's going to be constantly appearing. But on the highest of time frames, I believe this is accurate. Now, this indicator is an indicator that basically gathers loads of other indicators. I think it's 13. And it's going to tell you how many agree that this is the top or the bottom. So you can see here, one indicator flashed. And I can actually click on this, and these are all the indicators, and I can actually display the names of the indicators that are signaling either the bottom or the top. So here I have no idea what W%R is, but here on this shooting star doji, whatever you want to, sorry, not a shooting star, over here on the hanging man or the doji, you did see a signal flash that this is the top. And of course, no one wanted to believe it, but you came down, and then here, 7 indicators said this was the top. And that's a shooting star on the monthly time frame. So something that could not be ignored. Of course, we all thought this was just going to hold to continue. But again, this indicator saying that 7 different indicators, like your stochastic, like your RSI, like your momentum indicator. I don't know what OBV is. I don't MACD, histogram, MFI, CCI. They're all here. They all tell you the name. So you can go search up these indicators like one-on-one. But I don't need, to add 100 indicators. This single indicator has 13 indicators with it. And over here on this monthly candle, which was printed last month, when June finished, as soon as July happened, is saying that the parabolic size is saying that this is a bottom. The moving averages are saying this is a bottom. And you can see this only appears at the bottom, guys. This indicator, my kill shot indicator, telling you the exact buys and exact sells, does not show often. It told you the 2 exact tops here. It told you a little bit early, but it was telling you, take some profits. You want to use this indicator when we're going parabolic. Right here, it's just saying, take some profits because we're going to get a correction in the market. If Bitcoin's going down 30%, your altcoins are going to go down 60%. So this is basically telling you, some indicators are telling you, take some profits. When we're below the all-time high, this is not a signal to sell everything. When you're above the all-time high and it appears, this is a signal to sell everything. So you can see here, this signal, the bottom signal of this kill shot indicator, actually only appears at bottoms. Here, here, this is the one occasion where it didn't signal the exact bottom, but telling you the bottom is coming. The bottom, because this does not appear for no reason. You can see some parabolic indicators were saying, okay, we're getting a bit overextended to the downside. Okay, let's have a relief. One more push. The parabolic thing came up again because the percentage dip was just too much. You can see 78, you're getting a bit too parabolic. That's why exactly these started to show up. And of course, as you can see, they only show up at some local tops. So over here, how much did you go down? You went down 60% for Bitcoin. So imagine for crypto, for alts, they could have gone down, 70+%. If this is going 60, they would have gone down 80%, 90%, some of them. So this is a really good indicator to either tell you, okay, sell the exact top. Look at that. The exact top here and the exact top here. The exact bottom here and actually the exact bottom. It thought this was the bottom. We did go down one more time and it signaled it as well. And right here it's signaling it. So this is a good buy regardless of if it does this and we go down one more time. It's a good buy. So understand this. And it's basically saying, yeah, do not expect this stupid 3K target like everyone's saying. That may come in the future, but I want to see on the monthly time frame the bearish ones, the ones that call the top. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's update. We showed you 4 separate tools that call the bottom. The kill shot indicator that uses 13 different, I think it's 13 different indicators piled up on one. I can even show you the names of the indicators flashing, signaling the top and the bottom. We have 4 separate indicators actually signaling on the monthly time frame. This is the bottom. Let's see what happens on the weekly. Even on the weekly, we've got here more. But this is the thing. The closer in you go, the less accurate it's going to become. It's going to come up too often. So this is why we stick on the higher time frames, the monthly only with this. And you can see this is completely accurate with that. So we found this indicator. 4 of these indicators inside this one indicator are shouting that this is the bottom. Previously, when it said that there was 9 down here, it was the bottom. So very good to see. Even here, when there was only one indicator signaling the top, it was the top. So I'm going to take this as the bottom. And as we've explained earlier today and in the last videos, we've been seeing higher highs and higher lows since the 18th of June. We've also seen the pi cycle bottom indicator appearing today, and we've seen the moving averages cross with the 12 and the 20 on the monthly, and we've seen on the weekly the 55 and the 69 about to cross, signaling that was the bottom. So guys, well and truly, this is the bottom as long as we can hold it. Lose this and it's not the bottom. It's as simple as that. I know it's as simple as that, and I bet you're so pissed off that it's as simple as that, but it just is. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let's hit 3K subs before the end of this month. Let's get this video to 100 likes. Let's really push for it. And leave loads of comments down below with your support for the channel. Thank you. I'll catch you in the next one. And as always, peace.